He overtakes Phil Mickelson, who was in the clubhouse at -5. Oosthuizen is now 6 under par and the leader at the PGA Championship.
Brooks Koepka back playing again.
-3. He is 6 shots back of the leader, and right now we're keeping an eye on Harold Varner the third through 15 today. He is 3 over par. He's 2 over par for the day, but sitting in a decent spot right now, the projected cut line at +4. So we could see Harold playing into the weekend if he's able to stay where he is. Yeah,
that would be really good. Harold's such a good dude, and one of the major championships on the golf tour. It'd be really good for him and hopefully for his future.
Hey, I'm sorry, Clip. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I do have a Dorothea Forbrick update.
Dorothea.
She has moved into the top 10.
Nice.
She is in 8th place, tied with one other golfer. She is 1 over for the day, so she is trailing the leader by 10 shots, and she is currently on the 14th hole.
All right, Dorothea, we talked to her earlier this week out playing at the Barstool Sports Let Them Play Classic.
She's got a chance. They all do, but I'm just saying the way she plays in her golf game, if you followed her throughout her Pirate career, she has a chance to be a player on the PGA Tour for a long time because she's got that steady game. Some, really well-grounded in a lot of different shots, and looking forward to following her in the years to come.
That is in her plans, Morgan. She told us she is ready to begin a pro career once she leaves ECU, so we're excited about that. Let's take a time out. We'll come back. We'll have a little more to go with Morgan Ahlers, and we'll open up the Pirate Radio booty bag when we return on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
The Tarboro River Bandits are back, and this year we'll have a full season, and all fans are welcome this year. Come watch some of the best collegiate baseball around with over 20 Division I players on this active roster looking to compete at a high level. We have a family-friendly atmosphere, awesome stadium, food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer on the East. Come do something different with the family this summer with the Tarboro River Bandits. 29 home games to choose from. Tickets available at the gate or online at TarboroRiverBandits.com.
You've worked hard to start your business and are working even harder to make it successful. That's when it's most important to have a community bank and a local banker in your corner. This is Eric Clark from Select Bank and Trust. Our team of local bankers care about you, our customer, and the communities in which we all live and serve together. As the business and economic conditions of 2020 threw you many curveballs, our team at Select Bank and Trust remains steadfast in being responsive to your ever-changing needs. In 2021, choose Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select, member FDIC.
Ahoy, mateys! To keep those cars clean, you need the Pirates Cove Fast Pass.
Greenville's original express car wash is now offering a fast pass for as low as $19.99. That's one pass, 4 locations, and unlimited washes. Visit us in Greenville on Fire Tower Road, Memorial Drive, and East 10th Street, and also in New Bern on Glen Burnie Road. And by popular demand, Pirates Cove on Fire Tower Road is now offering interior cleaning.
So we have you surrounded. Pirates Cove, the official car wash partner of ECU Athletics.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
Hi, this is Jason Shepard with The Place, located on the Washington waterfront. The Place is not just a restaurant anymore. We are now the place for great food, great drinks, and great entertainment for all ages. We have karaoke Wednesday night, shag night Thursday, and live music Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as well as a great patio to enjoy the beautiful weather. Be sure to check out our Facebook page for all the latest information. The Place is located on Main Street on the Washington waterfront in historic downtown Washington. I look forward to seeing you at The Place.
At US Cellular, we see our customers as more than just customers. They're neighbors. When you switch to US Cellular, you can get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. As a neighbor, you deserve it. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Does the idea of going to your local U.S. Cellular store make you feel a bit uncomfortable? Tired of the hassle of waiting and wearing a mask? Let Toby Williams and his outside sales team take away that worry. They will come right to your home or office and drop your phone off on the porch or at the front desk for you. Saving you time and worry is what the team at Cellular Warehouse is all about. Call Toby today at 252-799-7051 and let them help you with all of your wireless needs. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent. The best place for delicious food and great prices is Familia. Familia has $6 lunch specials, a $10 pizza of the week, and every Thursday has $2 drafts all day. Sunday brunch is the best for food and family. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp and grits, made-to-order omelets, French toast, and drink specials like $3 mimosas, beer mimosas, or $5 Bloody Marys. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
Pirate Radio.
And you write that down, because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it!
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You've worked hard to start your business and are working even harder to make it successful, and that's why it's important to have a bank in your corner when you need them. As the business world throws you curveballs, Select Bank & Trust is here to be responsive to your needs. Select Bank's team of local bankers can make local decisions and cares about you, the customer. Get the business services that are right for your business today with Select Bank & Trust. Bank local, bank select. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you on PRL. Shirley Rose, Chandler Honeycutt, and Morgan Ahlers here on a Friday. And Shirley announced a moment ago, coming off of Stephen Igo's tweet from Hoist the Colors, Virginia Tech wide receiver transfer Tyree Saunders has announced his commitment to attend ECU. And Morgan, you said you recognize that name, and for good reason. Saunders was a top target for ECU in the 2020 recruiting class. He actually made an official visit to ECU the summer of 2019. The Pirates were in his top schools, but he visited Blacksburg, liked what they had at Virginia Tech, and ended up signing with the Hokies. Now he's here at ECU without playing any football at Virginia Tech, so he's got full eligibility for the Pirates.
He actually committed early on to South Florida when who was the coach down there? Charlie Strong. And good catch right there by the Pirates, by the way. And flipped to Virginia Tech. Now he's flipping to the Pirates.
He is flipping and flopping, and will be here at ECU with a lot of years left to play. And Morgan, we were talking during the break, outside of the usual suspects of Tyler Snead, C.J. Johnson, Audio Matosho, there's a guy on the roster we're both pretty high on. I was glad to hear you say his name. We both think Tajee Hudson's going to have something for ECU.
I think so, too. He's learning the wide receiver position and had a good spring from all indications, had a good spring game out there, made a couple of really good catches, and he's just a big body. He's, 6'2", 6'3", and, 210. That's a tough matchup. Especially if he can somehow work his way into that lineup when you've got CJ on one side and move him around, then you got Tajee in there and Snead in there. Defenses are gonna, they're gonna have to pick their poison what they want to stop.
I've heard Morgan too that he's got physical skills. He's still learning the position, but also a good head on his shoulders, which is what you need too to be a good D1 college football player.
Yeah, without a doubt. And then we talk about the wide receivers and the tight end position. That room's getting stacked. I know that the Jarman boy from Temple is now in East Carolina. I know that because he's rooming with Holton at one of the house they live in. And
that Jarman boy said that like a Southerner.
Sound like somebody from over at Lenore County.
Hey, you hear that Jarman boy's coming back?
Jarman boy, man, I'm gonna tell you what, he can catch it.
Now at that position, Shane Cal
is it Aaron Jarman? I believe it's Aaron.
Yes,
Aaron Jarman.
There's so many Jarmans, and he is not
Not related.
Related to the Jarmans.
The Greenville Jarmans.
Yeah.
The Pig County Jarmans.
There's a war brewing between the Lenoir County Jarmans.
It's like that war over there between what was them boys in the mountains? What do they call it? Hatfields and the McCoys. It's the Jarmans and the Jarmans.
You know, there was the Waltons. The Jarmans is basically the TV show here in Greenville.
He knows the frickin' Waltons, but doesn't know a 45 record.
Chandler surprises me with his knowledge of older things.
It's a Janie 2 special, which is my grandmother. So she watches that show every time I go over there.
All right, there you go.
That and Monk.
Is that Goodnight John Boy? Goodnight, was that
Mary Ellen? Goodnight. Yeah.
Okay.
Goodnight John Boy. Goodnight Billy.
She watches Monk. I never got into Monk.
I like it.
Okay. We talked about USA shows the other day. You should have mentioned that.
I didn't know it was on his.
Monk.
Have you finished Yellowstone?
No, Morgan, but I am in. Where am I? Halfway through season 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No. I wrapped up season 2.
So you're heading into season 3.
They just killed the brothers that came into town at the end of season 2. Remember I think they were brothers.
The guy that always plays the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He played it in The Rock when The Rock did Walking Tall remake. He was the bad guy in that.
He's always the bad guy.
He's always the bad guy.
Yeah, they killed those two dudes.
Yes, they did.
So season 3 is good?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm getting into now.
Yes.
All right. What was I going to say? We got sidetracked there from.
We always get sidetracked because I've got my brain just like spins around and spits stuff out
like a 45.
Yeah, like a 45.
Shane Calhoun apparently had the best spring, but there's high hopes for Ryan Jones. You mentioned that Jarman boy.
That Jarman boy.
Just hoping tight end can be
Sorry, Aaron, if you're out there, you're hearing that Jarman boy now.
And you've got, I think, even more, just as important off that, you've got guys moving back to their regular positions from tight end. Mm-hmm. When you look at the kid from South Central, Jeremy Lewis.
Jeremy Lewis moved to the rush end.
You can throw Freshwater into that category as well. Yeah. And boy, Jeremy Lewis had coaches raving during the spring. So excited, Morgan. Ready to go for the fall.
Boy, man. Yeah.
Morgan, I'm about done with you.
You're about done with me?
Yeah. What else would you like to talk about? UFOs? Where do you stand?
I've seen one.
Really? Where'd you see one?
Off the beach and growing up.
Now,
it could have been. I don't know what it was.
It was unidentifiable.
I identified it, and it was a flying object.
Did the local news talk to you?
No, but back in the day, I mean, seriously, I wasn't the only one there. We were fishing.
I believe
we were fishing off the Sportsman's Pier one night.
Oh, cool!
And there was the moon. It was one of these nights where it was a moon, but it sets pretty quick and disappears, and it was low in the sky. And there were 3 lights that came over the horizon, and we were at the end of Sportsman's Pier. It used to be a little tea area out there, and everybody's like, "What's that?" I don't know. I was probably 15, 16 years old. And that was prior to cell phones and cameras.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, if you took a picture, it had to be with a real camera. And, then they disappeared.
And then all those years later, your son saw a big feet. And documented it on film.
I think so. I think there's, was it Barack Obama came out and said that, they had video of it or something? I don't know. Yeah. I think there is.
All right. Chad on Twitter said, spoiler alert. Now, look, how long has season 2 of Yellowstone been over? It's been at least 2 years, right?
Yeah, because the last season was last year.
Season 3 was in 2020, which meant season 2 would have been in 2019.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point are spoilers no longer spoilers? 2 years is a pretty good buffer, I would say.
Hell, it could be instantaneous if you watch a new episode and it comes out.
Right, but I would not come on the air and talk about something that just happened last night.
All you said was 2 brothers. It could have been like, the brothers from California or something,
It could have been the brothers of Kevin Costner's kids.
Or Brothers of Anarchy.
Could be brothers of another mother.
Yeah.
We don't know. Chad, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Chad, have you watched Yellowstone? If you have, he didn't spoil it. You've seen it.
If you haven't, You don't know what we're talking about, and you're way behind the times, so catch up. Morgan, enjoyed it. Have a great weekend, man.
Thank you, bud.
We'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
We'll be back in a couple weeks.
Sounds good. Shirley Rhodes, let's open up the Pirate Radio booty bag right about now.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
317-1250, caller 12 wins an awesome free Beer Friday prize pack, a 12-pack of Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade. It is a variety pack, black cherry, the original lemonade, strawberry, and peach. We've got koozies. We got a Bud Light t-shirt, a new Pirate Vibes Only t-shirt, and a large pizza from Domino's. It can all be yours if you are caller 12. Must be 21 or older to win. 317-1250. We'll have our winner and more when we return after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 Sierra 1500 and save over $5,000 or 0% for 72 months. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
A car wash experience like no other is here at the new Tommy's Express. You'll enjoy a gentle belt conveyor ride through our bright, inviting wash as luscious foams and soft cloths treat your car like new. After a final rinse, wax, and blow dry for a beautiful spot-free shine in just about 3 minutes, help yourself to our free vacuums and mat washers. We're Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express Wash, now open on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road in Greenville.
In studio today with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Dr. Jones, you guys can help people with any aches or pains.
Yep, we sure can. As it's getting warmer, we know more people are outside, wanting to be more active, and we know spring sports are in play as well. And so if you've got a knee or ankle injury, whether it's just a strain or a sprain, we've got specialists there to treat the weekend warrior and the athlete. For more information, visit us online at kptonline.com or call us at 364-2806.
Wait up. Papa John's has a new stuffed crust. Oh, we did it. All our tweets, DMs, and carrier pigeons worked. This ain't just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust. Stuffed.
Hey, Pirate fans, order the new Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza for only $12. The new Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
What the heck was that?
There goes Chuck from Naughty Dog again, so pumped about the awesome things at Naughty Dog, he runs around town screaming with excitement. Naughty Dog releases 2 to 3 beers every month, has food trucks every Friday and Saturday, wine specials every Wednesday, plenty of indoor and outdoor space to enjoy, beers to go with curbside pickup, and just launched the new Koozie Club. Be sure to ask about that on your next visit. Naughty Dog Brewing Company on Main Street in downtown Winterville, and be sure to follow Naughty Dog on Facebook and Instagram.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bone. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planting your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, offensive line coach for East Carolina University football. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Take a look at your stock market report. The Dow was up 123 points and closed out the week at 34,207. The NASDAQ is down 64 at 13,470, and the S&P was down 3 points and closed out at 4,155. And congratulations to Chad Moore, picked up the Free Beer Friday prize.
Being spoiled on Yellowstone really paid off for him.
Yep. Spoiler alert.
Should we not have announced Chad won? Did we spoil it there, Chad? Congratulations, Chad.
Spoil.
Something just happened that had not happened to ECU baseball all season long.
Oh, did they get shut out?
They got shut out.
Man.
Spoiler alert. They lose it 7-0. They had played 49 games without being shut out, but it happened on game number 50. So they dropped to 38-12 on the season. They will try to win the series against South Florida in the regular season finale. Man, just about made it the whole regular season without being shut out.
And to think that we were laughing at this South Florida Bulls team yesterday. Looked like the Bad News Bears.
They
looking like the Bad News Bears over here.
The Pirates scored 5 runs in Game 2 yesterday, and they did not score an earned run. Like, the starting pitcher gave up 5 runs for South Florida, all unearned. So they were kicking it around yesterday, but made up for it today with a victory. We'll see what happens in Game 4 of that series on Saturday. All right, it's been a fun week here on the show. We've talked a lot of Pirate baseball. We have talked a lot of, golf, other topics, and some football as well. Let's hit the week in review and recap the week that was here on Pirate Radio. Let's kick off the week in review with a look back at our conversation with Dortea Forbrig on Tuesday's Pirate Radio Live. She participated in the Barstool Sports Let Them Play Classic after not being able to play last week in Baton Rouge at the NCAA Regionals, and enjoyed the conversation with Dortea. Here's how part of it sounded. When did you start playing golf? When did you start loving golf, Dortea?
I started playing when I was about 7, and actually the coach that I started playing golf with when I was 7, she is still my coach now, so that is pretty cool.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's awesome. And, let's talk about what's going on here recently. So you went to compete at the Baton Rouge Regional as an individual for the NCAA tournament. That was canceled due to course conditions. And, of course, there's a video that went viral of them announcing that the tournament was going to be canceled. And all of you girls were out there wondering what the heck is going on. And take us back to that day, because you're trying to play one more final tournament and advance to the NCAA championships, and you're told you can't play. What was that initially like for you, Dortea?
It was definitely very disappointing. I think that word sums it up more than anything. Obviously, I knew that it might be my last event, and so to have it end like that without even getting to play was very heartbreaking and disappointing. It was just a way that you saw that they didn't put any effort in. Was kind of the breaker for me that kind of made me the most upset, because the 2 prior days it was very sunny out and like 80-90 Fahrenheit, and we were allowed to use the practice facility. So obviously every player and every coach was on the golf course, and I actually walked 9 holes with my coach, Cece Buford, and she and Robbie also walked the back 9 along with other coaches, and none of us saw anybody out there working on the course. And so like, one thing is, I mean, that's happened before, and it's going to happen again, that a round gets canceled because of conditions or bad weather, but when you can tell that there's no effort put in to actually make it happen, that was what was the most disappointing for me. So getting to play this week, obviously, very cool, and with all the attention that the event has gotten and the way that Barstool has put up the event, I'm super excited, and I think a lot of the other players are too.
I talked to, I asked Ryan Robinson, would you be able to compete? This was last Friday, I believe, and and he said that there still had to be some conversations from a compliance standpoint. So how quick was the turnaround, Dorothea, from you not being able to compete in Baton Rouge to you knowing that you would be able to go out to Arizona this week?
I mean, the day that we traveled home, the news about this event showed up on social media, and first me and Coach were like, is this really happening? And then later that night, we talked about it again, and we were like, wow, this is definitely happening. And so that put a huge smile on my face, and it put a huge smile on my coach's face. And I mean, this tournament it's all about fun and just getting to play and do what we all love to do. And so it's just going to be, I think it's going to be a very fun and memorable experience.
That's fantastic. Talking to Dorothea Forbrick on Pirate Radio Live today. Dorothea, and we can't wait to follow you later on this week and see how you do. Once you're done as a golfer at East Carolina University, are you going to continue to play golf? Is that in your future plans?
Yes, I've been working hard for that the last couple of years. I really want to play as a professional, and I'm preparing to play in the LPGA Schools qualifier, which will be in the first stage will be in California in August. So I'm really looking forward to that.
That's Dorothea Forbrick from earlier this week on Pirate Radio Live on Tuesday. Also on that show, we talked to ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin. Congratulations to the Pirates. They are regular season AAC champs. We played a little get to know Cliff Godwin on Tuesday's Pirate Radio Live, and here's how it sounded.
This is a tough one. This may be the grand finale right here.
Okay.
Who do you dislike more? UNC Chapel Hill or NC State?
I don't like anybody that we play against.
Equally dislike them. Great answer. I like that.
That is
good. I'll lead you off the hook on that one. All right.
Put it
dislike
this
them
way,
both the same.
And this is no disrespect to them, but I'm just East Carolina. I would never be the head coach at either one of those schools because of my loyalty to East Carolina.
Wow. So if they came and said, Coach,
hey,
we'll pay you $2 million a year to be the UNC Chapel Hill coach.
Nope.
And we'll give you an unlimited budget for recruiting and assistance.
I'll probably get myself in trouble right now, but I'm not.
You will never accept an offer from UNC or NC State.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
This is why I love this guy right here.
We can go on now. We got our soundbite for the day.
I will tell you this. No
Make
other
sure
coach.
The whole entire quote's in there, not that.
No, that's great. No other coach in ECU history, I think, would have ever said that or has ever said that. And that is exactly. That is why the Pirate Nation loves this guy, because not only is he successful, but he's a pirate through and through.
God, I've probably got myself.
No, this puts you at legendary status, Coach. What are you talking about?
I know, but
right when we thought you couldn't get any higher, here you go.
I don't want to. Throw shade at anybody. I mean, they got great.
That's awesome. I love that.
Great head coaches.
I admire your passion and we've talked about this before. That's something that is not fake. This isn't. Granted, it's a job, but it's more than a job for you.
It is. Cliff would tell you, I get frustrated with the media sometimes. So it's normally what you see is what you get, right, Cliff?
You are what you say you are, like Eminem said. You said it earlier.
All right, who is your favorite media member and your least favorite media member?
I'm not answering that. He knows that, right? But I will tell you that Ronnie and Igo.
Oh, here we go playing favorites.
No, we were talking about like a top five, and if they do something dumb, I'm like, hey, look, you just fell out the top five.
That's funny.
All right, there's ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin. We talked to former Pirate kicker Jake Verity on the show on Thursday, and Jake has signed with the Baltimore Ravens, and is excited about his opportunity to be a professional kicker. Here's a little bit of the conversation with Jake Verity. Congrats on the great news that we saw earlier this week that you had been signed as a free agent by the Baltimore Ravens. How did that all go down, Jake? Where were you when you found out that news?
Well, I actually got a call from them probably about a week after the draft, and as you guys saw, I mean, I had a pretty quiet draft day, which isn't necessarily what I was expecting and definitely not what I was hoping for, but that's how it goes sometimes. You have no control over it. It's not up to you. So I kept working hard and stuff, and they reached out, and they wanted me to come up, and pretty much I had a workout or a tryout, per se, and I came up here Sunday night. Monday morning, I worked out on the field with the special teams coach, and Coach Harbaugh came out and watched, and pretty much the whole coaching staff was out there doing it. And I did a field goal circuit, hit some kickoffs, and they sent me back to the hotel. And the next morning, I got a call to come up to the facility and sign a contract. So now I'm out here for summer to get work in with the team and hopefully make my way up the ranks in the National Football League.
That's awesome. Talking to Jake Verity on the Fixed NC Live line, you mentioned John Harbaugh there, and with his special teams background, he knows how important it is to football and how seriously he takes it there in Baltimore. And how neat was that, being in front of him kicking, when you know that for him special teams is just as important as offense and defense?
Oh yeah, I mean the special teams units here are legendary. You have Justin Tucker, who's, in my opinion, the best kicker ever to play football. And Sam Cook, he's a fantastic punter, great holder. And Coach Harbaugh and Coach Randy Brown, they really prioritize the importance of special teams, which I'm used to at East Carolina. Coach Houston was the same way. So it's a great fit, and they've put out a lot of great kickers, traded for draft picks, picked up off waivers, and guys that are still playing in the NFL and have been playing for a long time come through Baltimore for the preseason. So that's what I'm looking to do.
Jake, when we talked right before the draft, I asked you about, what makes Justin Tucker so good, and you said it then. You just said it a moment ago. You said he was the best kicker to ever walk the face of the earth, and now you're right there, going to be in the same room with him. So, what is your expectation there? Are you gonna? You say you're going to work with him in the summer. Do you expect to be around in the preseason? I mean, is there a chance they could carry two kickers? Have you kind of thought about the future there with the Ravens?
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities, and I actually met Justin yesterday, and he's a really nice guy. And I went out and watched him operate with the punter and the snapper, and I mean, it was amazing. I think you have to be a kicker to really appreciate how crisp their operation is and how serious they take it. But I mean, I was fired up watching them go. But as far as the future goes, it's a lot can happen in 3 months. I would love to be here for the preseason and get to earn a spot on the roster for those first 3 weeks of the NFL season. But there's always a possibility that I'm looking for a practice squad guy. I don't know what the status of that is, but I've been performing well since I've been here, and I like the coaches, and it seems that they like me. So I'm going to keep doing what I do day by day and just take it as far as I can go. That's the goal.
That's former Pirate kicker, the all-time scoring leader in ECU football history, Jake Verity from Thursday's Pirate Radio Live. Also on Thursday, we talked to DG, David Glenn, about the upcoming NCAA baseball regionals. Down year for the ACC, a great year for East Carolina. What did that all mean to DG? Here's how it sounded. DG, it was announced last Thursday the 20 potential regional sites for the NCAA baseball tournament. And bit of an odd year in the ACC with the two representatives from the Atlantic Coast Conference being Notre Dame and Pitt. And Pitt went out and got swept by NC State last weekend. I believe Notre Dame was off. They'll play Virginia Tech this weekend. Of course, the Pirates taking care of business earlier today, knocking off USF, and they look to be in good shape to host one here in Greenville. But I don't know, is Notre Dame kind of carrying the torch this year for baseball? I did ask Stephen Igo and Ronnie Woodward. They know a little bit more about it than I do. I said who was left out, and they said maybe Florida State has a gripe. And it will be interesting to see, David, how these teams finish out. The teams that were mentioned as a regional possibility, the teams that weren't, more baseball to be played. But Notre Dame could be the one man standing when it comes to ACC teams hosting a regional this year.
Yeah, that's a shocker because traditionally it has been the southern schools that dominate the ACC in baseball. I mean, you know, the Mike Martin era at Florida State. Clemson has had a lot of great teams. The Miami Hurricanes have had some great teams. The idea that Pitt and Notre Dame are sort of the trailblazers right now is just completely unheard of, maybe in the history of ACC baseball, since those two schools, of course, haven't been members for too long compared to the 60-plus year history of the league. It's a weird year because I for a while, I thought Louisville might be the best team. They go to Chapel Hill and get swept by the Tar Heels, who are barely above 500 on the season, although it looks like they may make the NCAA tournament. The best team in our state is ECU. And if ECU were in the ACC, ECU would have a chance to win that league. I'm dead serious about that. I've seen every ACC team, and I have seen ECU play. I love watching Gavin Williams pitch. I'm a former pitcher, so I follow the pitchers most closely. C.J. Mayhew, when they need a save, is fun to watch. I love watching them play, and I love Cliff Godwin's managerial style. To me, the Pirates are as real as any team in our state, or more real, and as any team in the ACC this year. And, you know, that's a tribute to how Cliff Godwin has built that program, because the Pirates have, I think, a better chance than all the other teams we're talking about of making a long run or getting to the College World Series.
All right, well, there's our promo, so our work is done here, Dave.
Thanks, David.
That'll be taken and used and reserved and probably used out of context quite often here on this program.
Of course.
By the way, ECU 3-1 against Duke in North Carolina this year. I think we're state
champions. Yeah. Go ahead and order up. So I think we should do medallions, like on a necklace instead of rings. Rings are so 80s. All right. Let's do a medallion, I think. And I'm surprised North Carolina wouldn't want to go to the medallion route. But
you know what'll be fun? As much as I know you guys are just goofing around, ECU is for real, but for those who love baseball in our state, I think NC Central might win its league. I think Campbell might win its league. Carolina and State might both make it as, you know, wild cards, assuming they don't get an automatic bid by winning the ACC tournament. The Pirates, and I'm forgetting somebody. I think
Charlotte David is having a great year.
It's a very good team, absolutely. Yeah. So it could be the kind of year where it was disappointing. You know, Duke didn't make the NCAA men's basketball tournament, and our state was way underrepresented compared to most years. Maybe in baseball, we're going to make up for it in style with the Pirates leading the way.
I'd love to see a regional here in Greenville and it be all North Carolina teams. I think that would be fantastic.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
I mean, I'm being dead serious. Yeah. I think it would be awesome.
I could see Campbell as a number 4, Carolina as a number 3, the Pirates, of course, as the number 1. And you could. Some people believe the Wolfpack is a 2 seed.
Yeah, I mean, now look, a regional with ECU, NC State, and North Carolina is an absolute dream scenario. You want to talk about the hottest ticket maybe ever in Greenville.
And you know what's funny? We've all been around this crazy business long enough to know that a whole lot of people think that in men's basketball, the committee plots and schemes, and they want to match this coach against that coach or this program against that program. I don't think those conspiracies unfold nearly as often as some people think they do. But if we were ever going to conspire, sign me up for this one. Pirates 1 seed, Wolfpack 2, Tar Heels 3, Campbell or Central or whoever else, you know, the 4 seed. I'm coming to Greenville for that one, and that will be the hottest ticket in town.
Yeah, and look, you want to sell tickets, it's a guaranteed sellout, and plus it creates a lot of interest on viewership. You know, if you can't get a ticket, everybody's going to want to watch it. So you want to create some buzz in this state, in this tournament, do it. You know, and that's the point. They're there to create interest and create money, so why not?
And to me, it'd be one thing if you were sort of falsifying things, but the Pirates are a legitimate 1, and the Wolfpack is a legitimate 2, and the Tar Heels are slotted at 3, and Campbell or Central, they are obviously 4 seeds. So it's not like we're just kind of jamming the square peg into the round hole. I think there's a natural argument to be made that that you could slot the teams that way.
I agree, and let these teams bus in instead of putting them on a plane and sending them off somewhere in this crazy day and age. It'd be a lot easier for them just to bus 90 minutes to 2 hours.
Amen to that. Count me in.
David Glenn joining us there to wrap up the week in review. That was on Thursday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Been a fun week of shows as we wrap it up here on a Friday. We came into the day celebrating an ECU regular season AAC championship. We exit the day after an ECU loss to South Florida 7-0. Also, and I haven't seen the box score yet. Not up on ECUPirates.com yet. When Morgan Ahlers was in here earlier, he said that Connor Norby had not reached base, and then we saw him ground out in his final at bat. So that long streak may have come to an end in today's game as well. So time to start up a new streak to wrap up the regular season and go through the conference tournament and the regionals and super regionals and College World Series. The Pirates falling today 7-0 to the Bulls. Golf update. Good news, bad news. Good news. The projected cut keeps getting higher. Right now it's at +5. That's a good thing because Harold Varner III through 17 is +4. So he needs to have a good final hole, and we'll be able to see some HV3 this weekend. We have a new name at the top of the leaderboard joining Louis Oosthuizen, Brooks Koepka, who won the PGA Championship in 19 and 18, has joined Louis O at 6 under par. So they are the co-leaders right now. Phil Mickelson at 5 under par there at the PGA Championship. Just saw this, Chandler. Did you see where one Panthers receiver has changed his jersey number?
I did, and expect that throughout the whole league too. With the new the new policy now, where position players can change their name or their number to single digits. DJ Moore is going from 12 to number 2.
He will be throwing up the deuce this year.
I believe he wore that in college. I'm not 100% sure. J.C. Horn has chosen 8 in honor of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
And now we'll see what Christian McCaffrey decides to do. He posted on his Instagram account yesterday with 3 pictures. One was a Photoshop of him wearing the number 5 with the Panthers jersey.
Yeah.
One was with him at Stanford wearing 5, and then one in high school wearing 5.
So and that was like a what do you think? It wasn't like I'm changing my number.
His caption was literally, it said thoughts. Like, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, this would and this is huge for like NFL marketing and the teams as well, because now people are going to have to go out and buy the new jersey numbers of their favorite players.
Yeah, I know.
So if you
one reason why I don't.
What do you care? You throw around money all the time.
I don't like jerseys because I'm afraid of people being traded.
Well, listen, I'm not smart on a lot of things. I'm very smart on jerseys.
Yeah.
Get your favorite retired player's jersey.
Luke Kuechly. That's the only jersey I have.
He's not going to play anywhere else. He's not going to have a new number, a new team.
He's not going to play ever again.
Get the Kuechly, and you'll be good.
I used to have a Wesley Walls jersey.
That is random but cool.
That is actually really awesome. I love
forever ago. I don't even think I still have it. I don't even know where it
Wesley
went.
Walls,
But at one point in time, I did have a Wesley Walls jersey.
Part of the Panthers Ring of Honor that just opened like a year or 2 ago.
There you go. All right, Chandler, Shirley, have a great weekend. All you folks, thanks for being part of the show and tuning in and listening along and joining us on our ride this week on Pirate Radio Live. We'll be back with you Monday, 3 o'clock for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you then. So long, everybody.
Hey, Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the